Last year, Americans charged a record amount to their credit cards during the holiday shopping season. This year, shoppers face the same dilemma, but with careful planning. Shopping expert Brittany Levine says it's possible to buy gifts without breaking the bank. She joins us live from New York today with banking app Chime to help us hack the holidays. Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, and we want to hear more about really how we can make a beautiful holiday season for our family and friends. But, that can get us in trouble. So what tips do you have to setting a budget and sticking to it?
Sure. So I know I'm going to be spending a lot of money coming up in the next month or so. And I like to make sure that I start with a plan of exactly who I'm going to be buying for and what I like to spend for them. So being upfront about that spending is really important. I also like to look forward to some of the big holidays coming up. We know that we have Black Friday. We know that we have Cyber Monday. So planning ahead for those buys is really important. And if you're having like a white elephant gift exchange with your family, you want to be upfront about what that spending limit is. So talking to them, knowing what they're spending, it really helps you with all of your planning.
I get wanting to talk about it ahead of time, and that way you don't feel the obligation to spend more later. But that can also be a very awkward conversation to have, and especially since you'd have to maybe disclose some personal details in that conversation. So do you have any advice about really how people could address this?
Definitely. Well, you're completely right. Talking about money, we've been learned that our whole lives that it's all taboo and we should be hush hush about it. But in fact, if you didn't know, Chime, which is the #1 most loved banking app out there, 70% of Americans are setting spending limits. So we are doing it, and it's okay to get on the same page about it. But they have actually created for the holiday season a game called Dollars and Cents. And this is really all about helping, that topic of money, get into the open thoughtfulness, right? Not being panicked and not being worried about it. And it is 150 tabletop card game prompts. So when you're sitting with your friends and family, you can actually talk about all the different prompts that they have out in the open, because when you're talking about money together, we're all winning. Right?
Yeah, that's totally true. And then when we're making our list and checking it twice, how can we hack the holiday this year and determine what items should we be splurging on? What should we be really saving on? What are your tips there?
Definitely. Well, like I mentioned before, planning your buys is really important. You want to look ahead to those major holidays that are coming up that we know where big extravagant items are going to be discounted, like Black Friday, like Cyber Monday. And quality is key, right? You want to get something that's going to last. So don't jump on top of those crazy trends that are not going to make your gift recipient happy. But when you're gifting, you want to make sure you're treating yourself too, right? And what Chime has done, they have their great options, their credit builder secured credit card. And this really helps tackle gift giving and gives your credit an extra boost at the same time. And the best part about it, no fee, no interest. So it lets you build credit on your own money, with also raising your credit score about an average of 30 points. So all in all, a win when it comes to planning all of your gift giving this holiday season.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Brittany Levine, for joining us. We appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for chipping in with Chime tips. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.